little fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece is entitled The Age of Amazon. 8,000 stores expected to close in the next year in the US alone. Stuart Varney, who is of Fox Business News, was on Fox and Friends on September 19. He talked about the latest to succumb to the Amazon effect. I just want to say this. Have a think about where the towns and cities will be getting their revenue from in the future. Traditionally, a large chunk of their cash came from taxing big and small high street businesses that you frequented. But if they vanish, as it appears more and more are in the US, and is also happening in Canada and other countries in the world, people are buying online. Then what's the future? Will the municipalities demand a local tax? Will they demand a piece of the state and provisional tax? In our case, they have lumped them together with a federal tax. And just as importantly, how do they divide the pie up, and who makes those decisions? And surely on that rides the very survival of many small and large towns in most Western countries. Here's the clip. The link, as always, will be on my notes page, but think about that, and I welcome your comments.
Hello, this is some sad news. It's not all fun and games for Toys R Us, the toy store. They have filed bankruptcy, Chapter 11, and as online competition crushes it into $5 billion worth of debt.
Here to react is host of Varney & Company on the Fox Business Network, Stuart Varney. Stuart, is this because of Amazon?
Yes, this is the Amazon effect. There are other factors at play here. But look, what we're talking about on Fox Business is the retail ice age, and that is the changing of the way in which we buy stuff. And it is a revolution. You're seeing ghost malls appear. 8,000 stores will close this year. Maybe 10,000 will close next year.
Jobs gone.
This is the Amazon effect. Now, what's going on here is people are buying stuff online. They're not going to the store. But Toys R Us has an added problem. A few years ago, 2005, they went private. An outside company bought them out, took them private, and borrowed about $6 billion to buy them out. You got to pay that $6 billion back, and they're having trouble paying it back. So they've declared bankruptcy, Chapter 11. They've got a little bit of money to keep them going. 1,600 stores worldwide will stay in business, but they're in very bad shape.
Right. Stuart, I remember a couple of years ago when they were talking about the Amazon effect, they said, you know, retail stores, brick and mortar stores never have to worry per se because people will always want to go out and pick up whatever they're going to buy
If they had time to do it.
Yes.
But now, these days, we buy so much stuff sight unseen.
That's right.
Except a little image.
I never thought that people would buy clothing online. But they do.
They buy groceries.
Because you can send it back.
I'll tell you what you do.
Try it on at home, send it back the next day.
Women will buy hundreds of dollars worth of clothing, knowing they're only going to keep one thing, because they don't have time to go to the store. They pick out the dress they're going to wear to that event, and they send it all back.
Yeah.
You know that.
Well, I know it very well, Brian. About 40% of all online selling is concentrated at Amazon. So, you know, if your industry is not attacked or taken over by, but if Amazon has an influence on your industry shrinks and Amazon grows. That's true of grocery stores, it's true of books, it's true of toys, it's true of all kinds of industries.
You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.